Game's underway. Powelltown being Alexandra. The ball's thrown up in there. And Bratton gets the follow-up his workshop again. Forward with Powelltown.
Getting
but very on there. Very brave on the long sleeve. It's the first to Alexandra. $1 piece down the Powelltown v Alexandra. Nice and kicked in it from the top, and he was on the ball. Gets the handball out the back. No one really clean wants to go and get it. Gives it the bottom pack with a big strong tackle away there. Like Powelltown.
When you can, take Neil! When you can, take it!
Set half forward here to Alexandra. Dan Kerber's winner of the tap this time. Powelltown will try and get the clearance here. Alexandra managed to mock it up and handle it on Dan Kerber's. Dan Kerber's had his kick smothered. They're trying to slip over each other. It's going to be a ball up. So they had a chance to go inside for a kick and get their hands inside. The kick partially smothered and both players, defender and forward, both losing their feet there. The ball's thrown back up. It's the captain, it's the gear up there for Alexandra. Taggart trying to spin out of trouble, but now Powelltown have it and he's got two backmen. And able to move forward down the wing with a really nice kick down the ground. He moves forward down for it. Very strong tackle. Handball out. Now going in and getting it there with Powelltown. Knows that. Inside the forward 50. Stopping to play a ball up. So inside the forward 50 for Powelltown. Nearly $2 12, $1 6. Ball thrown back up into play.
Coming around the corner, whizzing fast.
Mean snaps around the body. They're going to sneak in. Yes, it is. The nickname's got his third up to two last leg, and the scores are even. Two goals apiece. Well, he's the scored as well. Probably got a tap in that. They're trying to chase over, picking up there. It's Macy. With the hand right at the back. It's not the best thing in this scene. Good power down to Alexandra. Try and get out of it. Now kick. No kick. No kick. Going down and getting a lead. Good power to that. Yes, he gives it back to Brown. Here is Trooper. tap, so I imagine you know, like the same one just on the other group. And there he is, stacks it around his body, and he's put it through for a nice score. So first behind the game, going away with the win of Alexandra. So 3 goals, 18 leads, 2 goals, 13. While waiting for them to come back in, like the Fernando game day sponsor today, Hillsville Greyhounds, local for up, Petters, and great partnership, great supplies and game day here in the game. Always supporting our league for all sorts of runs smoothly. Goes short to half forward to a leading target, and he's got it. It's Willie Stewart.
Roy!
And the key targets down there. Alexandra. Always a name you see in the goals of his. He's over 35 40. Stewart comes in. He's approached. He's on the way now. Kick looks to just be fading across, and that it is a very good one in the first win Stewart. As of yet. Second one to Alexandra, 13 tries 3 goals, 18. Pretty sure that's the one in the ball kick towards goal off Josh Edwards. Can be cut off and goes on the foul line. It's smothered. That's the ball that puts his power in. Inside the 450. Stand up. Target 4 for 9. Virtually directly in front. Edwards it's coming back. Is it coming back enough? And yes, it is. Alexandra have their third goal and have hit the front, courtesy of Josh Edwards.
Because she did suffer for a little.
We saw it there.
She really took a lot. Because I was thinking you've got 16, you've got the knowledge about yourself, and then I was thinking she's got Do you reckon she went to AA? She was, remember the caravan? She was just out cold. You were meant to be going to the Conti or somewhere. And I'm not sure if you went without it.
One in our group, lads. In our group, let's keep going. One put it down, ready to go.
Is Huey out there? Was she here?
Yeah, so she went to get changed, so he went with her.
Oh,
I think it's just a big day. Just gets over it.
being here. Oh, for Huey. Because he came out early to Steve, I think.
Yeah. So he's been here for a while.
Yeah.
She said he's going for a food as well.
But you know the weird thing, he does not have one of those tantrums at my house.
That's because he's got like...
No. I don't know what it is with them. Because as soon as Steve saw me, when I...
He's having hot chips.
For their final address before they go out to start the second quarter. They get the final word from the coach. As the boards hold up all the key stats from the first quarter and positions. If you got me. If you get what I mean. We've got James. Just getting the final messages now. Would be not much more till we resume play for the second quarter. There's the siren. Quarter time siren. Andy, are we still going?
it's more 50 That's right. Okay, so he'll get bloody good commentary.
Not much more than a minute to go. Shall we go back out? What's that? Okay, yeah. I think so. Are we still on live right now?
Looks like it's poser. Anyway, you're gonna have from Powelltown. This is
What's your name, sorry?
Kate.
Candy? Keg. No, right. Kang, Keg.
From Powelltown. They want to have a go at commentating, so why not?
Yeah, I'll just ask questions throughout it.
That's right, we've got two.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
the funny one.
Okay, yep.
I'll be like the normal, sensible one. Yeah. Yeah. He was running Brian at Mad Monday.
Oh, okay, yep.
And it was very good. It was very good.
Right, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the Alex bench and figure out who this player is.
Yep. All right. Andy.
Oh, Tomo. Stuart.
We back, Andy? Yep, sorry. So we're joined back just about to start the second quarter, but we're joined by one of the Powelltown players as well. Kane, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, tight battle in the game just before. How was that? How was it? A bit of tension out there as well?
Yeah, it's always tough battles in the resis with the ball not travelling too clean as the seniors do, but no, it was pretty good. Good battle both ways with the Alex boys. It's always good to play against them.
As we go, it Lucas now puts it inside the forward line. Can Amar be taken? Yes, it can.
Snake Neil.
So Jacob Neal will take this. He's kicked one already. What can you tell me about Neil?
Oh, Jake, he loves the coach. He's very much the coach's pet, but I back him in. He'll slot this through at half post height.
So Neil, kick looks pretty good, and I think you're spot on there because he's put it straight through the middle.
He has to, and he'll go me.
He puts through. He's second. It's a good start by Powelltown there in the second. They extend their lead. 6 goals, 36 to 3 goals, 22. So we wait for the ball to come back to the middle of the ground here. What's some of the? You can give me some of the other players. What have we got? What have we got? What are we working with here?
So we got obviously Handles as the coach. I think he's had a chat with him earlier in the year.
Yeah.
He's pretty good to deal with. Been a pretty good coach. Obviously someone different coming through other than we had Ratsy last year. So it's someone different to come through. And then Dean Roy's 200th.
Yep.
Today.
Ball's in the middle now. Now Alexandra look to go forward through Nan Curvis. Can it be taken? No, it can't. Spilled. But now they get it out the back and a handball at the top. Can they get it cleanly? Kick off in the middle of the air. Will that go through? I think it might. The umpire looks like he's going to give it, and that he is. To Alexandra, responds straight away. It looked like that came off the boot. Not too sure. Oh, number 10. So now they... So Alexandra... Move the ball forward now to bring the ball back up. How much, while we're here, how much does Ratsy get about Premier Data?
Yeah, he actually gets around it himself. He'll send it into the group first. No, he's very modest. He doesn't like it when the boys share it around.
So he gets the punch forward there, so it's inside the forward line there now for Powelltown. Tackle is lay, and the umpire's going to ball this one up at half forward. Balls will be thrown back up to play now. Both rucks got a bit of a hand on it. The umpire blows his whistles. He knows the ball's not going anywhere, so he'll ball this one up again. Then Curtis wins that tap down, and they look to try and get it to Alexandra, and that they do. Getting out of traffic there and kicking it forward, looking for Edwards again. Punch it there. And they've got it out the back here. Do Powelltown in the hands of Moody there. Gets a handball over the top. And they look to link up here. Now in the hands of Kay. He goes wide, does that well.
And they go up the line. But it's going to be intercepted by Nan Curvis. Nan Curvis wastes no time playing on 2 and goes short. Making their way to half forward now. Then they put a high up and under ball in there. Looking for Stewart. Can he mark it? It's just going to travel a bit too far and go over his head here. Powelltown have the numbers. Look to try and mop up here, but it's a good, strong tackle laid there. It's going to be a ball up inside the 450 here for Alexandra. Ball's thrown back up now. Ratton just gets it out of the ruck and then handballs out the back. Now the mark, sliding marks to be taken, so it's being turned over to Alexandra, a chance to go back in for Sam Turner. Turner puts it in short to Nan Curvis. So Nan Curvis will have a shot on goal here. We'll love to get one. Kick this all of about 45. Nan Curvis. Gives his approach. Kick is on his way. Kick looks pretty good off the boot and he's put it straight through. So Nan Curvis kicks his first. Definitely be an interesting ruck battle throughout the day.
Powelltown obviously missing Cowan today, the cowboy.
Yep.
He's sat on my pocket all year, so disappointing for the seniors to miss out on him today. But yeah,
Well, why is he missing? Sorry.
He's at a wedding. So
okay, yep.
In Canberra, more important apparently. Nice to free up some salary cap for the day though.
Nice mark taken there by Edwards as Alexandra look to try and have another shot on goal here. So Edwards will line up here. Begins his approach. Already has one. Kids on the way. Does it hold its line? Not quite. So he'll go through for a minor score. Talk about some of the new players that have come down. So you mentioned Cowan and the coach. How have they all fitted in, the new recruits?
Yeah, they've been really good. A couple of the boys, Kiefer and Bex, first day to the club today. Haven't come to any trainings, but obviously good to have some good agile boys in the senior side. As well, Stixie, Daniel Kick, he's been good for us. He's pretty much hasn't missed a session, lives way down the line too. So he's been great to have also. And then you got the Orca here coming out here with the pink boots flying.
Geez, has a crack too.
Has a crack. There you go, their free kick. But yeah, Orca's been good. All the boys have fitted in really well, so which is always what you want.
And then Curvis will go with this out. Look to try and get the handball over to Parker. 25-metre penalty against Ratton, but it looks like went over the mark.
Yeah, gonna pay it, aren't they? You also got LL. He's one of the new boys, come from Broadford, played for Broadford a couple of years ago, which he's been, great asset to the team, and he's always one of the last to leave on a Thursday night, which is good when you got that buy-in from blokes miles away.
Yep. Nan Curvis looking to kick his second. Kicks on its way and kick is through. He's got two. So Alexandra really dominating the early stages of this second quarter. They've hit the lead.
You've also got Apple, Steve Sanders, played over 250 for the club, old baked bean head. So he's back in the senior side today. Big bobblehead, so he won't enjoy that.
What can you tell us a bit about Dean Roy as well, obviously in his 200?
Dean Roy, never met a bloke who loves himself more. He actually messaged the coach through the week asking for to be one out in the square, which it looks like he's gotten. I've never seen a bloke who in their milestone stone game has talked themselves up more to be the big image for the week.
As they look to Alexandra, looks to put the inside forward 50 now. Yeah, it's going to be cut off here
Jared Kay.
by Jared Kay, one of the new recruits as well. And another 25-metre penalty for going over the marks. They've had a couple of them. So Kay will probably... Yep, Kay will get it back. Then opts to play on and move it straight away. Puts it inside forward 50, but it's all Alexandra players who mop this one up. Percy with ball in hand. Goes short looking for Nan Curvis. Sets him a task, unable to hold the mark. Ball at the bottom of the pack here. Can they get the handball out? Yes, they do. They get it to Lucas. Lucas puts it inside forward 50. Get him up, be taken there. At the back, no, I thought it was for a second, but no, Alexandra looked to mop this one up and get it out through Turner. And they go up the line. Unable to hold the mark there was Meehan. Now they mop it up through Ratton. Ratton comes up the middle of the ground. A nice kick in the end. Works out well.
Kiefer.
Gives it Kevin Brown. Now he moves it forward to the pocket. It looks like a one-hander almost taken there by Percy. He brings it inboard to Charlie Boots. Found out he was our number 3 we're looking for. So Boots.
50 metres. The Ferrari giving it away. Barry Mack.
So we have a look here. Boots comes wide. And finds the lively Edwards. He's been lively so far in this first half. 1 goal, 2 so far. Goes short over the top. And he does that well to Stewart. Stewart yet to register a goal as of yet. Has registered the one behind. 6 goals straight, 36 to 6 goals, 5, 41. Alexandra lead. Halfway through the second quarter. Kick's on its way. Looks like it's fading away a bit, and that it is going to fade away. Through for a minor score for a second behind there for Stewart. And if you're watching this, you'll be on the local footy hub. So if you haven't already, make sure to download it to get all your weekly stats, games, matches, articles, match reports, you name it, it's there all in one spot. So they come out wide, and it looks like it's going to trickle over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So Ruckman getting into positions here. Nan Curvis and Ratton again. This ball's thrown in. Ratton gets the tap down. But it looks, and it's Alexandra get it, but mopped up here. Tackle is laid. The umpire's going to ask for the ball back to ball it up. So ready to resume play here. It's Ratton who gets the tap down. Nan Curvis gets a little kick off the ground and knock it forward. And here they go through. Parker, he's already kicked one. Gives the handball over the top. Kick towards goal. How's the bounce? It's not going to favour really anyone. And they're going to have to set a task for all the players chasing after it. It's going to go over the boundary line for a boundary throw in inside the forward pocket for Alexandra. The ball's thrown back into play here. Ratton gets the tap down and looks to try and follow up his work and lays a strong tackle. Some crowd appeal for Hive. The umpire says nothing there, so it's going to be a ball up. Deep inside the forward 50 for Alex. As they throw this one up. Tap down there by Ratton. They look to try and get a handball out. And they go wide, mopping it up there. Smith Cameron gets a handball over the top to Kay. Kay puts it long on his boot, chasing after his boots, and he does well to mark that. Moots has Macy, looked forward about it for a second, but did not to go there. Then not to just play on, wheel around and put it deep inside forward 50. Stewart's there. He's helped underneath the ball, and is the free kick going to be given away? Yes, it is. So Stewart will have a shot. His third shot on goal to try and kick his first goal of the afternoon. So it's his third shot. Goal, as I mentioned, Alexandra really dominating this second quarter. They come in. Stewart comes in now. Kick towards goal, and he's put this one through. He's put through his first. So Alexandra extend their lead. Out by 12 points. who would be some of the players you think the coach or the captains would be asking to try and get the momentum back into your boys' favour?
I think Ratsy's obviously the obvious one, with OL obviously missing in the engine room. Obviously you got Tristan Strange in there, so he's tough as nails. So he might be able to just come in off the wing and get some body on and hopefully win the footy out. Down back, you obviously got the captain Moody, so hopefully he can inject some fight into the boys.
So Ratton gets that tap down here. They try and go forward here, do Powelltown. And they've got the possession here. Can they get a clean one? Yes, they get a handball out the back to Ratton. Ratton throws it on the boot. And it's at the top of the 50 now, inside their forward 50. Alexandra mop it up. And here's Boots. Gets a handball at the top. Handball is partially smothered. It's going to trickle over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So it's better from Powelltown up their end of the ground now. After Alex dominated the territory battle most of this quarter. This ball's thrown into play. Nankervis just punches it forward. And Alexandra look to go again. Handball back over the top. Here's Boots. Tucks on his arm. Looks to try and take him on. But now Powelltown have the ball back in their hands. They move it forward. Here's Kay. Gives a handball over the top.
Apples!
Now they go forward. Kick towards goal. Let's go just across the face.
Never a chance.
Who was that, so?
Apples, old baked bean head.
Why was he no good?
Just never a chance in front of goal.
As we go through, they look to bring it back into play. Percy who brings it back in. Percy goes wide. Can Amar be taken? No, but Alexandra do manage to mop this one up and they go forward quickly, getting it over the top. Now they got it in their hands here of Ajard. Now he goes laterally, finds a teammate there in Correa. Correa goes wider to Parker. Parker has Macy wide, but I thought he was giving away another 25 there, but umpire just asked him to come back a bit, looking for Stewart. Kick didn't really favour him there, so mopping it up and getting a kick out there nicely. Powelltown, now they get it to Beckwith. Beckwith gets the handball over the top to Strange. Strange goes wide. And a massive tackle laid there by Lucas. Still inside the forward 50 here for Alexandra. 11 points the margin. The ball's thrown up into play here. Ratton gets the tap down. It's going to be a holding free kick. Going the way of Alexandra to Nankervis. So definitely an interesting ruck battle in there. Nankervis pushing forward and kicking 2 this quarter. Ratton takes himself to the line. So Nankervis has a chance to line up for his 3. And while he lines up for goal, I'd just like to thank our game day sponsors, Hillsville Greyhounds, Local Footy Hub, Petters, Spencer and Brakes, Architectural Cladding Supplies, and Game Face Vision, who are broadcasting this game through the Local Footy Hub app as Nankervis lines up for goal number 3. Kick is on its way. Does it hold its line? Yeah, but the distance is going to be the problem. It doesn't quite carry the distance and it's going to be helped over for a minor score. So just the minor score there. As they go short over the top to Strange. Strange comes over the top here to the captain, Moody. Moody goes long down the line to a pack of players. Can it be taken? Yes, it
the
can.
Ferrari.
Now puts it to centre half forward. Can it be taken here? And Percy just mops that one up, gives a handball, plays on straight away. Handball over to Boots. Boots goes wide. Looking for a teammate there. And that in Correa. As they come wide, looking to give a handball, but a big strong tackle laid there. The umpire pays, holding the ball. Good tackle laid there by Smith Cameron. He comes in short to Ratton. So at half back now, Powelltown with ball in hand. Ratton just assessing where he can go. Nothing really presenting his favour, so he decides to just chuck it on the boot, put it long down the line. Can it be taken? No, it can't. But it's going to trickle out the back here. Powelltown with ball in hand. Kick towards goal. How does it look? Not quite good off the boot. It's going to go through for a minor score. So they're getting the ball a bit more down there these last 5 minutes, Powelltown. And of course, if you're wanting to get your reserves, 18s or 19s, or even your women's team size games filled this year, contact Game Face Vision for more information on that. And every Friday, Out of East drop their Out of East footy show with Aiden and Steph, where they go over all the matches played and all the issues from the round as Alexandra bring the ball back into play. Looking for Percy, unable to hold the mark. It's going to be a high contact free kick to Strange, and that it is. Strange puts it back inside forward 50. Can a mark be taken in there? Flying high, unable to take it though. Percy, they get the handball over the top. They bring it back inboard. And they're linking up free hands here. Here they go for Boots. Boots puts it inside forward 50. He's done well. He gets it to Stewart. Kicked one this quarter. Looking for his second. So Stewart now. Goal number 2. Does it hold its line? Not quite. So he's got 1 goal 3 for the afternoon. Powelltown can breathe a relief. They look to bring the ball back into play here, and they go wide. And it could work. It does work out well to Moody, who takes it on, but he's met with a strong tackle. Gets the handball away in the end, but mopping it up is Meehan. Now Alexandra can go back inside 450, looking for Stewart again, but it gets out the back. Mopping it up here is Powelltown. They get a kick moving forward. Get him up, be taken Strange, unable to hold the mark out the back there. There's going to be a free kick given, but it's an advantage paid. So here go Powelltown marching forward through Mullen. But instead they're chased down. It's going to be a holding the ball free kick. And they opt to play on straight away. Do Alexandra. They put it inside 450. No mark can be taken into the front of the pack. Now they mop it up to Powelltown. They send it back their end of the forward 50. Now Alexandra mop this one up and they put it inside 50, looking for Edwards. He's met with a strong tackle. Some appeal for high, but the umpire says no, it's holding the ball. So Gavin, this is the coach Hanley. Puts it in, puts a kick up, looking for Ferris, who kicked 3 in the first quarter. Unable to hold it though, just over his head. As they mop it forward, Nan Kerbers links up for a few handballs at the back. But a mark taken there by the skipper Moody. So Moody goes wide. Finds Mullen. Mullen puts it inside 450 and a nice mark taken by the 200 gamer Roy.
Old Dragon Ball.
What's his chances, you reckon?
He'll back himself at 100% here, but...
Has he got the leg?
I reckon he does. All right, I'll back him in here.
So Roy, 200 games.
He'll have the journey. Just accuracy, I reckon.
And he comes. Be a huge goal if he kicks it. Kick is on his way. Distance is not a problem.
Oh, it is.
Matter of fact, it is just touched on the line by the ruckman and Nan Curvis. So it was very much on line. Just Nan Curvis getting back on the line.
Unlucky Bagelhead. Oh, here we go. Dim Sim. Like a cat, he is scared to the catfish. Butcher.
Unable to put it through James Ashby. So a couple chances late here for Powelltown. Wouldn't be much longer to go in the quarter. Out the back. Getting to skipper Handley. He met with a high tackle. The umpire says yes. You have a player limping off as well.
After.
So Handley brings it back inboard, and it's a nice kick. Finding Mullen, who opts to play on straight away and goes wide. And they've got a paddock of space here, and they go inside forward 50, but it's going to be cut off. They go wide to Alexandra. Tucks under arm, has one bounce, then goes up the line. Finds Stewart. Stewart now. Opts to go one way, then goes the other way, puts it inside 450. Edwards is there, and he takes the mark. So Edwards, 1 goal 2 so far. Now 1 goal 3. So both teams having plenty of chances here. Brings it inboard. Just Handley to the skipper in Moody. Opt to give it back, but then decided not to. They go wide to Ashby. Ashby plays on. Puts it up the line. Can a mark be taken down the line? No, can it be punched over? And now it is. It's punched over the line for a boundary throw-in. 6 goals 4, 40 Powelltown trail. Alexandra 7 goals 9, 51. So 11-point ball game here. It's a boundary throw-in. Tap down there. Nankervis probably got the better of the tap from out the back. And here go Alexandra. They go back inside 450 looking for Edwards again. Let's punch. Meehan is there. Can he gather it? That he does. Tries to get the handball over to Edwards. Edwards goes in and gets there. Can he take it cleanly? No, it's at the bottom of the pack. Does it scramble out? No, it's knocked back into play to the umpire. Asks for the ball back to ball it up. Deep inside the 450 for Alexandra. The ball balled up. Ratton pushes Nankervis out of the way in the ruck contest and gets the punch forward. Can they make use of this possession? Ashby now. Met with a tackle, but he gets the handball away. Here comes Smith Cameron. Lays a strong tackle. The umpire says play on. And now they look to mop it up here. Doing well there with Strange. Gets a kick over his head, but Alexandra have all the numbers there. So look to send it back inside 450. A long kick is what's being directed. It is looking for Meehan. Flies high, unable to take the mark, but Parker stays down. Snap across his body, but it's going to be cut off.
Stixie.
So brings it out wide to Moody. So Moody now kicks down the line. Looking for Roy, but it's going to be marked over the top by Boots. Boots brings it inboard. So Alex now. They bring it inboard to Parker. Umpire says play on, not 15. As they bring it in, side forward 50. Looking for the running player there. And a mark is taken. Can't think it might be Aikman. He looks to have a shot on goal here. Kick is all 40, 45. Tight angle. Looking to put through Alexandra's 8th of the afternoon. In he comes. Kick. Doesn't hold its line. It brushes through for a minor score there. So now able to put through their 8th. For Alexandra, Powelltown waste no time bringing it out to Lucas. Lucas assesses his options. Umpire says to move it on now. He goes short over the top to Moody. Umpire says not 15. I thought I heard a not 15 play on, and in fact I was right. And there's the siren to end the first half. Half-time, it is Powelltown 6 goals 4, 40. Trailing Alexandra 7 goals 10, 52. Thank you for joining me for that call, Kane.
No worries. Thank you. Triple M Ream Hot Water.
Go enjoy your beer.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. I'd like to thank Kane from Powelltown who came over to join us over there, giving some insight into some of the players there. Obviously, mentioned Alexandra probably dominated a lot of that second quarter. They're winning the territory battle very much in that. Winning the territory battle very much in that as I get Steph jumping back on the mic here. How did you see that second quarter? Obviously, you got to sit back and just probably enjoy the game a bit more.
I did. I just got to enjoy the game a little bit more. Nice to have a bit of a player perspective in that last quarter. So I thought, sure, I'll let Kane jump in with you, Trent. Yeah, I felt like I think even though Alex is up a little bit now, it still felt fairly even to me, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I definitely feel like Powelltown are still in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not sure who's going to win. So that's what you want out of a game, though, right? It's more interesting when they're closer and, you know.
As the players go to the rooms, we'll go over some goal kickers. Cooper Ferries kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. Jacob Neal kicked 2, 1 in each quarter. Tristan Strange has kicked 1. And then for Alexandra, you got Nankervis who kicked 2 in that first quarter from the ruck. Nick Megan's kicked 1. Charlie Boots has kicked 1. Josh Edwards has kicked 1. And William Stewart has kicked 1.
And we worked out Charlie Boots is actually number 3 today, normally the number 10, but he's wearing a different jumper.
But someone is wearing the number 10 as well.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, no.
Okay.
You can never win, you know. You can never win.
You think you've got it sorted? I can go and chat to them again, Trent.
But, yeah, as we're getting the footage, you can see the Alexandra and Powelltown players making their way to the ruins for the halftime break. As they gather in the rooms.
I will say very strong from Lockie Nankervis this past quarter too. I feel like really lifted Alex a lot there.
Very strong ruck battle. You can nearly argue he has the better of the ruck battle so far, pushing forward and kicking too. And just for a short break, and we'll be back for the third quarter. 30 seconds up. So, obviously, we'll go over the score quickly again. Powelltown, 6 goals for 40. Trail Alexandra, 7 goals 10, 52 going into the halftime break. 12 points the margin. Still got the second half to play. It's going to be a very interesting second half as we come to the end of the first half with the players going in the rooms, refueling. I'm sure maybe some Red Bull been thrown around, some oranges,
Maybe.
some snakes.
Who doesn't love halftime orange? Best.
It's the best thing going around. So, it's always good to see too that you can see the done. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half. About to kick off between Powelltown and Alexandra down in Powelltown. So you read the score out here. Powelltown, 6 goals, 4-40. Currently trail Alexandra, 7 goals, 10-52. The goal kickers for Powelltown. You got Ferris kicked 3, Neal's kicked 2, and Stranger's kicked 1 over to Alexandra. Nankervis has kicked 2. Meehan's kicked 1. Boots has kicked 1, Charlie Boots that is. Jack Edwards has kicked 1, and Stewart has kicked 1. And it looked like Alexandra had really dominated that second quarter. What do you expect to happen here, Steph?
I think Powelltown need to bounce back. They can't let particularly ruckman from Alex Lockie Nankervis keep doing what he was doing, pushing forward, being dominant up there. He got a couple goals in that last quarter, and I do feel like he was the difference for Alex in that second quarter. So. Trying to put a stop to him in this third quarter and hopefully evening things up a little bit will be Powelltown's aim. And Alex is probably to just keep doing what they're doing. They started to run away in the back half of that second quarter a little bit, seemed really confident. So they'll want to continue that. It should be a very interesting battle.
Yeah, the one thing Powelltown will be lucky with, there was probably a few opportunities that Alexandra didn't put away to really extend the lead out. So they're still very much within the game, only a 12-point margin going into this third quarter. So very much anyone's game still to be played.
Absolutely. They call this the premiership quarter for a reason, Trent. We'll see how we go.
Both teams now getting ready to come out to begin the third quarter. Okay, so now both teams coming out
Starting to make their way.
to resume the footy and to start the second half here
Before we
down at
start,
Powelltown Recreation
we
Reserve.
should, Trent, give a big shout out to our game day sponsors, who we can't do any of this without. Thank you, Petty Suspension and Brakes, Hillsville Greyhounds, Bendigo Bank, Game Face Vision, Local Footy Hub, and Architectural Cladding Supplies. We appreciate your support.
And obviously every Friday you also do your show. And one thing I think you'll be talking about is the player from Seville playing a bit more in the ruck.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got word that Jack Nolan's been playing in the ruck the last couple of weeks. Very interesting move there for Seville.
And Aiden says he's probably getting the better of the ruck contest at the moment.
It's interesting, isn't it? We probably will talk about it on the show. Make sure you tune in on Fridays at 5 p.m.
So it begins to play. Nankervis wins the tap. Ratton just probably underran the footy a bit there. Kay mops it up and gets a handball over the back to Handley. Now he moves it forward. No mark can quite be taken. A big tackle is laid there by Strange, who we got word we're a bit missing in the engine room. He's looking to play a bit more midfield time today off that wing. Again, thank you to Kane McDonald, who came over in the second quarter and gave us a few insights on some of the Powelltown players. Thank you for his time. They look to move it forward to Ferries. It's going to go over the top, Percy. And they mop it up, Alexandra to Boots. Boots gets a handball over just in time. And they move this one all right, really well to Alexandra to turn up. But he's mopped up in a strong tackle, the umpire. Blows his whistle to ball this one up. Great strong tackle laid there by Smith Cameron. So now Cameron and Ratton to resume the play in the ruck. So now Ratton got the top of that.
Goodness me. Bit of acrobatics there, Trent.
As they move the ball forward here, Lucas puts the boot on the ball. A nice mark taken there, sliding forward. There is Neil, who already has 2. He's kicked 1 in each quarter so far, Jacob Neil. So it'd be only right that he kicked a goal here to make it his 3rd in the 3rd. So Neil, right on the arc. Kick is on his way. Distance looks not a problem. Does it hold its line? Or just
touched on the
again,
line.
Percy getting back on the line and getting the hand in just in time to get the tap in to make it a minor score. So able to kick his 3rd was Jacob Neal. Be put through his first behind of the afternoon. And his Powelltown 6 goals 5-41 trailing Alexandra 7 goals 10-52 as Alexandra thumped the ball up the wing here, bring it back into play. And now they go forward. Scrappy ball, but Edwards picks the ball up and just chucks it on his boot. Moves it forward, looking for Stewart. Didn't quite hold the mark. It's going to go over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in, but it made it to the forward 50 end of the Alexandra part of the ground. And the boundary umpire makes his way around and throw the ball back in for Ratton and Nankervis. It's been an interesting battle so far. Nankervis probably getting the upper hand, especially in that second quarter when he pushed forward and kicked through. But here they go again. Battle. Ratton gets the tap down there. Can a clean possession be? Get out here with the clearance. No, couple tackles is laid. Ball spills out. Umpire lets it go for a little bit, then blows his whistle to ball this one up. The umpire directs the traffic a bit here. Ratton and Nankervis again. Ratton gets the tap down and clearing kick Powelltown, but it's going to go straight to Tom Boots. And he plays on. Puts it up to centre half forward, but mopping it up there, Lucas. But then they've turned it over again and put it inside forward 50. Luke Spence shot on goal.
Yeah.
Luke Spence shot on goal is good. He puts through his first, and it's Alexandra's 8th for the day. They extend their lead.
Bit of something from nothing there. Mopped up that ball. Quick kick towards goal. Paid off.
Alexandra out to 17 points now. I'm sure that will be in some of the match highlights. And to go rewatch this game, get all your stats, insights, match highlights. Make sure to download the local Footy Hub app where you can see all of that in one spot place. There's no reason not to get it when you can go get it in the one spot. Makes it so much more easier. And also you'll be able to get match reviews and reports of the game on there in the article and news section. This ball's thrown up into play now. Nankervis gets the tap down. And then they move forward. Boots. Handball out to Macy. Macy to Parker. To get a free kick, but they give the advantage on. So Parker moves the ball forward. Can a mark be taken here? No marks. Taken with balls at the bottom of the pack now. Couple players jump on it. How's the umpire going to see this? He's given hold on the ball, I think. And yes, he has. Obviously assumed he dragged it in. Just going to go to Nick Meehan. And Meehan wastes no time playing on, putting it on his boot. Looking for Stewart. He's got it. Good strong mark out in front. Alexandra have picked up where they left off in the second quarter here early in the third. So Stewart line up for his second. He's kicked 1 goal 3, so he's had a couple opportunities. But here's for his second. Stewart comes in. Puts it on his boot, looking for goal number 2, and goal number 2 he puts through. So Alexandra again extend their lead out to 23.
Looking very strong. Perhaps starting to run away with it just a little bit here, Trent. Powelltown want to get back on the scoreboard soon.
Ball looks to be brought back into the middle of the ground. The midfield room will want to try and get the most out of Ratton's when Ratton gets the taps here. It's been a pretty even battle, but I think Nankervis is doing the better around the ground, as I mentioned. But I think it's time for Powelltown's midfield to lift a little bit, get him moving into their forward line, give their forward something to work with. As I say that, the clearing kick there by the Alexandrian player, and Turner puts it inside the forward 50 for Alexandra. Big strong tackle laid there by Luke Spence. There's a play down in the middle. And here's Nankervis. He looks like he's struggling a bit sore there. So new player, he's going to have to take the ruck and putting his hand up as a Jard. And Ratton makes quick work at that, gets to the front position, gets the tap down. The umpire, a strong tackle is laid. The umpire blows his whistle to ball this one up. Still at centre half forward there for Alexandra. As Nankervis has made his way over to this contest, so he will take this ruck contest. Ratton just punches that upwards. Ball's at the bottom of the pack here. Kick moving forward for Alexandra. Can they get another goal out of this? Ball's at the bottom pack. Edwards goes in and gets it. Can he get a clean handball? Tries to take it on. How the umpire see it? Umpire blows his whistle and asks for the ball to be balled up here. Deep inside the forward 50 for Alexandra. Powelltown boys thought it was holding the ball. The umpire says, no, I paid no prior opportunity. So there'll be a ball up deep inside the forward 50 here, not far from goal. Ratton gets the tap down. Here's Strange. Can't quite get it cleanly. Alexandra get a handball out to Spence. There's a free kick being given to a high contact free kick, and a play on is given, and the advantage is given, but there's a couple of whistles being blown here. But the umpire gives it the all clear in the end. So I didn't quite gather who kicked it because there was a lot going on.
I think it was Luke Spence again, Trent, number 1.
So we'll give it to Luke Spence. There was a lot going on. There was a free kick given, then there was the advantage given, then there was another whistle given. So we'll give it to Luke Spence, who's put through his second. There's a bit going on, but Alexandra really putting their foot on the throat in this game now, pushing this out to 29 points. So Powelltown to get back involved, they need to do something quick. This ball makes its way. They've really kicked this ball because we're waiting to regather it. It's gone far back over the fence.
No, I think it looks a little bit lost in those trees behind the goals there, doesn't it, Trent?
Yep.
Where's it gone?
So we've been waiting a bit of time
Beautiful view back there, to be fair.
to gather that ball.
We should say while we're waiting, Game Face Vision, of course they film all our senior matches, our A-grade netball, and some of our women's footy. But if you are a club person and you'd like your reserves, 18s or women's filmed, Game Face Vision can do that too. So contact them if you're interested, get some more information. But yeah, they're happy to film any and all football for your club's benefit.
Not only is it good for people to watch, but it's good you can go back and watch the game afterwards too.
Absolutely. Help you improve when you can see the things that you need to work on.
So the ball's thrown back into play here. Nankervis probably got a little bit of a finger at the back there, I thought, but Ratton works his work, gets a handball at the top, but it's intercepted by Parker, who tries to get the handball over to Nankervis. Now it's Spence who's picked it up. He can't quite gather it cleanly, but he's moved it inside the 450 for Alexandra. And the ball's a couple of handballs here. Now Alexandra shot on goal, snapping towards the boundary line, going through for a minor score. So the scoreboard at the moment reads Powelltown 6 goals 5, 41 to Alexandra's 10 goals, 11-71. So 30 points the margin now. Powelltown bring the ball back in, but unable to hold the mark, and they get a handball over the top here. Here you go, Alexandra again. They look to try and get the kick moving forward, and that they do. Umpire says not 15, so Edwards gets the ball, snaps it around his body. I don't think they'll be 15 either, so the umpire says play on, gets it over to Meehan. Can he turn out of traffic? Not quite. Then they've got out of this for now, Powelltown, but unable to get the ball cleanly. Meehan goes back in and gets it. Now Parker gives a handball out the back to a teammate out the back there in Franco. But now it's helped over the boundary line for boundary throw, and still inside the 450 for Alexandra, as it was for most of the second quarter.
Feel a bit of that desperation from Powelltown in the back line there. They want it out of there. They did not want Alexandra to score again, make their lives harder.
The ball's thrown back into play here. Both rucks got a hand on it. There's going to be a free kick given to Holden Man. It's going to go the way of Alexandra. Powelltown. It's going to go to Strange. So Strange gives over to Smith Cameron. And they have a look around. This is Lucas. Goes wide. And they go short. Smith Cameron's worked really hard to get to the far side of the ground. He's going to get on the end of this possession as well. Has to skip a Moody and short if he wants it, but goes even shorter and finds Beckwith. Now they've got it and they kick it forward inside. Forward 50, punch out the back. Alexandra have all the numbers here to mop this one up. And now they go wide. Can they quite gather it? Here's Powelltown fighting hard in the coach Hanley. Ball's at the bottom of the pack. No clear possession being won here. The umpire's going to ball this one up. So at the top of the 50-metre arc, Ratton just gets over to this contest against Nankervis. Ratton gets this tap down. Here's Hanley, gets a handball out the back. Snap into sides forward 50. No clear possession here. Here's Strange. Can he make something of this? Spins out of trouble. Tries to get the handball, but doesn't quite get it in the end. And he's going to be pinned for holding the ball. I thought he'd done really well to get his arm free there, but then was unable to just do the finishing touches as Boots gets it and switches the play. Over to Macy. Macy goes wider. Percy now. Percy down the line. This one's punched over the back of it. It's probably going to stay in play, and that it is. And they wink up for hands. Here's Moody. Brings it inboard to Ratton. Ratton wastes no time moving the ball forward, and he does that well. So now Powelltown can go inside forward 50. They've got a couple of options here, and they go to Neil, who's looked a live wire down here in the forward line for all of the game. 2 goals, 1 for the day. Looking to put through his third to try and cut the margin back to 4 goals. So Neil comes in. Kicked on his way. Kick looks pretty good, and kick is home. He's got his third. He's kicked 1 in each quarter. Worked hard. And the margin back to 24 points. 7 goals, 5, 47 to 10, 11, 71. Just the goal Powelltown needed. Let's see. Hopefully they can try. They'll be hoping to try and build from that. Use a bit of momentum going their way. And kick a couple quick goals in concession to cut the margin. They'd be hoping back to single figures. The ball's thrown back into play in the middle of the ground. Ratton just thumps it forward. Getting on the move there. Powelltown, there they go. Beckwith didn't quite take the ball cleanly. Umpire says play on. It was knocked out. Now here's Turner. Turner goes wide. Then Alexandra put the boot on the ball through Goiter. Now here's Henley. He's tackled straight away. The umpire says no prior opportunity there. So we'll ball that one up at half back for Powelltown. So the ball's thrown up into play here. Ratton gets the tap down the back. And then Ratton gets it back. Handball over to Hanley. Hanley, a precise kick to centre half forward. He's done this well. They're in the middle of the ground here. Now they put it inside forward. They're looking for Ferris, but they've also got Roy. But now Ratton goes back. It wasn't Ratton, sorry. In fact, it was Kay. Goes back in and gets it. Now they mop it up here. Do Alexandra over to Percy. He's in pursuit by Kay, but he shrugs off Kay. Tucks it on his arm, then gives a handball over the top to his teammate in Frank Combe. Frank Combe moves the ball forward. And they go even more forward now. Moving it on was Aikman. No, they've mopped it up. Ratton gets the intercept. Ratton turns around and boots the ball, and that's a really good tip to Smith Cameron. Smith Cameron gets it on the wing, wastes no time playing on, then puts a long kick inside forward. He's looking for Ferris. Can he get to the front position now? Oh, no. He did all the work he needed to, but was unable to hold the mark. Now the ball's deep inside the forward pocket. Can they try and lock it in, Powelltown, and make something of it here? And appeal for a high contact free kick. None to get it. So the boundary umpire blows his whistle to ball this one up deep inside the forward pocket for Powelltown.
Good vision, incredible vision from Benny Ratton there to see the kick across the fat side of the ground and to get it back up Powelltown's end.
Ball's thrown back into play. Ferris to take the ruck work and just pushes Nankervis out of the way, grabs it out of the ruck, snaps it off the boot, kick forward. Can they get the crumb here? Mopping it up there for Alexandra was Cooper. Gets a handle at the back and then a neat kick to Macy. Massey now. Kick down the line. No marks taken, but going back and getting it for Alexandra there was Ajard. It's gone over the boundary line for a boundary throw in on the far side of the ground. We've actually been quite lucky. Normally when we call, it's always on the other side of the ground, but I think it's been pretty fairly...
It's been mostly on this side, I would say.
Normally it's wherever we call from, they play the other side, but I think it's been pretty even, maybe even more our side of the favour.
Yeah.
Now Lucas now gets it. Shrugs off, feeds a few candy, and goes short. Does that well to Ashby. Ashby now wheels around, puts it into Roy. Unable to take the mark. But then Beckwith picks it up, runs around one, does get his handball away. Was he going to get a free kick for holding the man? Yes, he is.
He is.
Just held on to him for too long, Beckwith. Now, I'm going to say, just from a view, that these aren't 50 on the dot.
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so.
So he's backing himself in because I reckon he'll be kicking this for about 40, 45.
I agree.
So Beckwith, not much of an angle to deal with. Plays on to wheel around and give himself a bit more room to kick with. Offline, it's punched back into play. Can they make something of this? And they've knocked it over the line, and it's going to be a rush behind. So Alexandra get out of that one, and Powelltown unable to catch in another opportunity here.
Good save there from Goida because they were looking dangerous, Powelltown. You can feel how desperate they are.
We'd like to thank our match day, game day sponsors, as always, with Game Face Vision, Pettis Brakes and Suspension. As the play continues down here. Handball at the back. And they move it forward. Beckwith gets it to Lucas. Lucas to Ashby. Ashby sees something he's like over the top, and he's done that well and gets it over the top to a teammate there. Now Moody puts it to Ferris, but this is going to be cut off, and they're doing well. Can a strong tackle be laid here? No Boots, who's played a magnificent game. Puts it over the top, gives it to Meehan. And gives it over to Massey. He switches over to the fat side. He's worked hard, really hard to get there. And the kick has really opened up the play. They put it inside forward 50. Can Amavi take it? Noah can't handle it. Tries to park himself underneath it. But it's Alexandra who come out with the ball, spinning in and out of trouble. Parker now a handball over the top. Can they make something of this? It could get out the back. But now Ratton gets the clearing kick. Can it might be taken? Yes, it can. But it's Alexandra with all the numbers there. Ben Cooper brings it back into play to Nan Curvis. He's going to back himself in for the third. So as I was saying before, thanks to our game day sponsors in Hillsville Greyhounds, local footy hub, Pettis Suspension and Brakes, architectural cladding supplies, and Game Face Vision, how you're seeing this game here.
Oh, he's kicked it off, Trent.
So he's passed this one off. Smart in the end. Brings it in a bit close, a bit more of an opportunity to back himself in.
Maybe he was just waiting for a nice little safe kick to a teammate.
And it is Spence, who's been lively. He's kicked two. Two this quarter, matter of fact. And puts it straight through for his third.
Great quarter from him.
And they extend their lead back out to 29 points.
Powelltown have had a few opportunities, Trent, but I think what's interesting is obviously Cooper Ferries, number 50, had a really strong first quarter, and I think Alex have done a great job in shutting him down since then, knowing how pivotal he is to that forward line.
One of the blokes who came down for the media day in Alexandria, Nathan Georgiades, is the one on him right now, so he's done a really good job. He's the one lining up on him at the moment, out the square.
Job.
The ball's thrown back up to resume play here. Ratton just pushes Nankervis out of the way, then grabs it out of the ruck, gives the handball out, but they can't get clean possession, but Ratton goes in and gets it himself, then has his handball cut off there by Parker. Nankervis gets the ball and puts it on his boot. Come the other way, can a mark be taken? No, courageous by all players in there. But no clear mark was taken. They try and knock it forward, barging his way through. There was Mullen of Powelltown, and they get a handball at the back. Here go Alexandra, a strong tackle laid, but they go in with another chance. Here they go. It's Spence again! But it's across the face. 3 goals, 2 Spence, and 2 goals this quarter. No, 3 this quarter, might I add. They look to bring the ball back into play. It's Ashby on the far side of the ground. Has a look at his options. And Ashby goes down the wing, looking for Neil. If it gets out the back, can he take it cleanly? No, the bounce just doesn't favour him, and it's knocked over the line for a boundary throw-in. Down, creeping to the half-forward line for Powelltown. So the ball ready to be thrown back into play here. Tap down. We hear the helicopter or plane flying over the top.
There's a chopper going on somewhere here.
Did drive past one before.
Oh, yeah, next door in the field there. Yeah,
the
you're
fields.
not wrong.
I was like, oh, I noticed that, and I was like, interesting. Right near the footy ground. But as we go, Handley now over the top, Ratton, handball out the back. Now they look to try and move forward here. Couple of handballs. They've gone backwards to go forwards, and now they put it through for a minor score. Couple of handballs linked. There would have been one that would have loved to grab on and try and convert there. Matter of fact, I thought it was. I was pretty sure of it. They kicked it through from behind going the wrong way. I thought it was. I didn't want to say in case I was wrong because I was like, nah, it can't be right.
No. I think it was a bit of a misjudged kick there. And
Because I was like working backwards to go forwards, but then I was like, no, but he's had a shot of goals. It must be. Then I looked over and Ferris is down here and I'm like, no, I was right. So ball will be thrown back into play here. Nankervis and Ratton, been at it all day. Nankervis grabs it out of the ruck, then snaps it out of the ruck. Has his kick partially smothered. Ratton comes off the hands of Ratton. Now they move the ball forward here. Ratton just puts a little kick over the top, but it's spoiled. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, it does for the moment. Turner is there for Alexandra, trying to get it out of there. Now they get a kick out, but does that stay in play as they go out of bounds on the full? And it goes out of bounds on the full. So Powelltown to have a chance to bring the ball back into play.
good opportunity here for a bit of a reset, settle things down a little bit. It's been a little bit scrappy, a little bit desperate. Good kick from Hanley there.
Hanley brings the ball back into play. Does that well to kick. Kick has a look around. Now opts to come up the middle. And it's a nice kick in the end. He's done that well. Over the top to Mullen. Mullen wastes no time and goes wide. Now they can put it inside forward 50. They got Ferris. He's coming at it, but it's spoiled again by Georgiades. He's done well. Massey goes in. Did he get one in the back? Umpire says no. There's a couple of appeals for it. The umpire's going to pin him for hold the ball here, I reckon. And that he is. You can always tell they start to slowly crouch down. And then he gave it.
Oh, he's giving the handball, Trent. He
to
didn't
Neil.
want it.
Neil, it's coming back. Not enough.
Ah.
Not quite. Kick 3 for the day, so why not give it to him? But that's just another opportunity gone missing here for Powelltown.
He did look a bit frustrated that he missed that one, Trent. He knew that that was a good opportunity to get them another goal.
So they bring the ball back into play here, Alexandra. Long kick down the line. That's a big, strong mark by Meehan. Parker picks it up, looks to take the advantage. The umpire says no. So Meehan will take the ball back, and then they'll just go over the top to Parker anyway. So it was going to go where it started. So Parker gets a little kick over the top. Done that well. Moving it forward. There was Cooper. Now it's inside the forward 50. Can they get a couple of handballs here? Lucas goes and tacks it for Powelltown, but he's met with a big, strong tackle with the but he manages to get his handball out of the way. Here's Turner. He's met with a tackle by Smith Cameron. So the two rucks nominate themselves to go up in the ruck. Scoreboard at currently reading 7:749 to 11:779. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Ben Ratton here. So Ratton turns around, puts a boot in the ball, and he does well here. Getting it over to a teammate there in McLaughlin. Gives it back to Ratton, and Ratton just thumps it on the boot, looking for Ferries. He's far away up the ground now. Georgiades does well to knock it back in front, then goes back and gets it himself. Gives a handball over the top. It could work in their favour if the bounce does, but it doesn't quite. Georgiades managed to get it back and knock it forward. Did that come off the boot for out in the full? Boundary umpire says no. This one's a boundary throw in. So the ball's getting ready to be balled back into play here. Ratton makes his way over to the contest. It looks like it'll be a jar. He's going to go up against him again. So Ratton and Ajard. Ratton gets the tap down, but like it has been all day, it's Alexandra who gets the clearance off his tap, and it's Parker running towards goal, and it's good! Parker puts through his second.
Very impressive there. So clean from that clearance. Just came bursting through. No one was around him. Easy goal for Alex there.
So looked at, pretty sure that's Mitch Parker's second, I'm pretty sure. Kicked one earlier in the game, or had at least had an opportunity. But it's been a story all day, I reckon. That Ben Ratton has won a lot of the hit-outs, but it looks like Alexandra have been able to shark a lot of his hit-outs and get the clearance off the back of that, as we see from there with Mitch Parker, and an absolute phenomenal finish there. Just all class there. Played a really good game today. So the ball's thrown back up. Ratton gets the tap down. There's Beckwith. Can he take it cleanly? Goes back and gets it and gets a kick off the boot, but it's smothered by Cooper. Beckwith goes back and gets the hands. Now they go for Hanley. Now he goes wide. Mark be taken. Yes, it can. So now they have a chance to go back inside 450 through Charlie Lee. Kick inside forward 50, high up and under. Ferris is there. Can he mark it?
Oh.
Flying high at the back there was Kay. But now another kick inside forward 50, but this one's going to be cut off. Alexandra, Frank Combe, who was the highest ranked player last week. And he's played another great game today, looking for me, and it's just going to go over the top. But here's Spence, 3 goals this quarter. Spence knocks it forward, then kicks it off the ground again, trying to get inside 450. But here's the coach, Hanley, caught one high, and he's going to get a free kick for that. So Hanley look to bring the ball back into play here, and that he does. Go short to Mullen. Mullen goes over the top. It's ball, but they look to try and keep going forward as they get the crumbs here. Kick inside 450, but it's turned over to Georgiadis.
Become a bit of the story of the day, Trent, hasn't it? They don't have any trouble getting inside 50, but finding a target and someone to lead to the ball has been a bit of an issue for Powelltown today.
Luckily, they'll get the ball back here as Alexandra put this one out on the full. Hanley goes wide. Then over the top. They look to try and move this ball slowly. Ashby, they thought about going to him for a second, but didn't quite get him. They go wide. Mark taken. No. Ratton's there. But mopping up again. Georgiadis. Can he get a handball at the back? No. Ashby goes back and gets it. Puts inside 450. Here's Roy. Oh, didn't quite cover it. But goes back and gets it. But it's knocked out again. Can he get a hold of the man? Free kick. He's going to get it. Now, distance will not be a problem, as came Donald told us earlier. But matter of fact, he opts to play on to try and get it to Beckwith. And it's not going to work in his favour. But Beckwith goes back and tries and get it. And he gets it, but he loses his feet. Can he get one for in the back here? Umpire says no. He might even pin him here because he looks like he's dragged it in. No, umpire says we'll ball that one up.
I think Dean Roy just tried to move the ball quickly to make something happen, and unfortunately it's just come straight off the side of his boot.
As the ball's thrown back into play here, Ratton and Nankervis. Nankervis got the punch there. Now getting the tap out. Handball, Alexandra to try and get a clean possession, but a big strong tackle laid there by Mullen. And it's going to be holding the ball free kick? Yes, it's going to be holding the ball. So Mullen will, Jaden Mullen will be the recipient of this free kick for holding the ball for the Powelltown. He goes wide. Neil's there. And it's helped over the line for a boundary throw in. So look to throw this ball back into play. We get to see Nankervis making his way over to the ruck contest. And we don't have a 15, and Nankervis going up against Powelltown ruck with the long sleeves, tap down. Nankervis wins that. Turner knocks it forward, but there it is, 3/4 time, and Alexandra continuing their dominance, leading 12-13, 85 to Powelltown's 7-7-49. Goal kickers on the park. We'll start off with Alexandra. Spence has 3, Nankervis has 2, Parker has 2, Meehan has 2, Edwards has Stewart has 2. And Edwards has 1. As for Powelltown, Neil has 3, Ferris has 3, and Sanders has 1. So that's the story here. At 3/4 time, we see the teams break away. Now for the last talk before the main last quarter. And we keep going over to, they make their way over. We see it's always good in local footy. The crowds come out to support the teams between the breaks. They make their way over. So Powelltown are going to want to have to come out really strong during this quarter if they want to make a real big comeback. It's still very much within. But currently it is Alexandra who lead by 36. We saw how many goals can be piled on quickly though. So it's still within range. Yep. And welcome back here. 3/4 time down here at Powelltown. Powelltown v Alexandra. And it is Alexandra who hold a commanding lead by 36 points down here. 12-13, 85 to Powelltown's 7-7, 49. Some of the goal kickers on the park for Alexandra. As I move over here, you've got Luke Spence with 3, Nankervis with 2, Parker with 2, Ian with 2, and Stewart with 2. And the single goal kickers, you've got Edwards and Charlie Boots. As for Powelltown, Ferris and Neil have both kicked 3, while Tristan Strange has kicked... Tristan Strange? Yes, Tristan Strange has kicked the 1 for Powelltown. As we said, 36-point lead, so a bit of work for Powelltown to do to get back in it. But I'm sure they'll be wanting to fight here at their home ground, especially in Dean Roy's 200th game. They won't go down with a fight. And we saw how many goals were piled on in that third quarter from both teams. So it's definitely possible to get the advantage and get it back within single figures and can make a real game of it, a real ending for a spectacle. Isn't that right, Steph?
I agree, yeah. I think, to be honest, even though the scoreboard probably doesn't reflect it, I don't feel like Powelltown were out of it in that third quarter. I think they just struggled once they got inside 50 to convert, whereas Alex were good at converting. So definitely not out of it, just need to get something on the scoreboard, Trent.
Yeah. So now they move. Both teams have made their way out to the centre. We're just waiting for the last bit of the crowd. The umpires. Some sort of esky bag here. What do we got going?
Yeah, that's a... Was
Quick water break, maybe? Could possibly.
Maybe another footy was in there, I reckon. Maybe they switched
or
footies,
maybe,
not sure.
Or maybe they someone's... By the looks of it, I reckon it could be someone's even. Or maybe it is the umpires, because they've given it to the umpire escort.
Very interesting. Not sure. Not sure, to be honest with you.
So say the Yeskies normally come out post-game. Like.
Probably just some water for the umpires or something. I don't know.
They do work hard, the umpires out there, run just as much as the players.
Absolutely. Sometimes even more so. Here we go. Last quarter.
Ball's tapped down. Ratton wins that tap. Here comes the 200 gamer. Roy looks to try and take on the tackle, but unable to get it. And the umpire's going to pin him here, holding the ball. Met with a strong tackle by Nankervis. Nankervis goes laterally to Boots, who I think's been one of their better players today. Boots over the top to Parker, another one of their better players. Parker puts it along inside forward 50. Kenamabi taking no handling. The coach of Powelltown's going to mop this one up in the back line. Then opts to play on straight away. Looks to kick it over the top. Try and find a teammate there in Strange, but they've still got ball in hand here. They get a handball over the top. Doing well with Neil there. Ball at the bottom of the pack. And a big, strong tackle laid there by Smith Cameron. There's going to be a ball up on the far side of the ground. They'd want to get an early goal here to try and get the momentum in their way. I can see that's what Roy was trying to do, lift the momentum and really attack that first contest, just unable to get out of that first tackle by Nankervis. Ball's at the front now. Nankervis wins this tap down, then follows up his own work, tries and lays a strong tackle, but it is Powelltown who get it. No, it's not. They lay a bump on Ratton, which then allows for the turnover. And here goes Alexandra, long inside 450. Stewart is there, but it's going to be mopped up here. A nice mark taken by, I believe it's Kick. Yes, it is Kick. I don't know about you, Steph, but all I can smell is that chips and gravy, and it smells really good. But now, Kay has the ball here. And he goes laterally. And now they look to come up the middle. Lucas, he's met with a big hip and shoulder. Now they can go forward here. Boots has his handball smothered, and they opt to go towards the boundary line. Meehan tracks the ball down, and now he's tackled, but he made his way over the boundary line. I think he knew exactly where he was going. He was just trying to hide it a little bit more, because he was either going to have to turn straight into a big tackle, or he was going to have to turn to the boundary line. I think he opted like he was turning into the tackle, but he knew exactly where he was going straight away. So now the boundary throw-in to begin. Here's Ratton and Nankervis lock up. Nankervis gets the tap from the back. Parker goes in. He's met with a tackle by Lucas, and the umpire blows his whistle to ball this one up.
Just on the chips and gravy, a girl named Chloe from Pakenham does actually a dim sim review at every ground she goes to, and perhaps we need to do the same for chips and gravy.
I think we might have to. As now we move it forward. Handball at the back. Unable to take it clean was Beckwith, but goes back and gets it. Gets out of this tackle, but he gets a handball out. Now here come Alexandra, trying to link up for a few hands to get the ball moving. Parker trying to get out of tackle with Smith Cameron, who's tackled hard all day, and he's going to be rewarded for holding the ball free kick here. Worked hard all day, Smith Cameron. Goes in hard, tackles hard, runs hard. Got plenty of the ball on the on the outside when switching for the fat side with his elite running. So now they move the ball forward. Lucas with ball in hand, puts it inside 450. Ferris comes at it. Has he got it? Oh, I thought he had it for a second.
Almost.
Goes back in and tries to get it. Kick towards goal. Now it's deep inside the forward line. Can they make something of this? Punch forward. But Massey tracks it down from Alexandra. And they look to be out of jail for now. They move the ball forward, and they've done this well, actually, Alexandra. They've got out of trouble going to a jar.
Have they?
Switches it.
Have they?
To Nan Curvers. Yeah, I think they have. Turner.
Justin,
it was risky.
But
now they put it inside forward 50. Stewart's out the back. He's got it.
Oh, wow. Great running mark.
2 goals his kick, looking for his third. Could have had a real big afternoon. He's kicked 2 goals, 3, so he's looking for his third. So 6 shot on goal. So looking to add a third to the tally, and it would be Alexandra's 13th. And extend their lead out to 42 if he kicks this. Stewart comes in. Slight angle. Kicks on its way, and it did not come off the boot. Great. And it's gone through for a minor score. So margin moves out to 37 points in the favour of Alexandra. And the ball's gone right into the car park. But while we're waiting for the ball to go in the car park, Steph, we'd like to thank our game day sponsors, Hillsville Greyhounds, local footy hub, where you're watching this game, Pettis Suspension and Brakes, Architectural Cladding Supplies, and Game Face Vision for capturing this game for us. Thank you to all our sponsors as they bring it outboard to Lucas. Brings it in, looking for Neil. Neil takes a nice strong mark. Matter of fact, it's Wines. Wines goes wide. And brings it inboard. It might work out all right to the captain, Moody, but no, his handball was a bit to McLaughlin, and they've got out of trouble for now. Moody kick on ball, looking for the coach Hanley, but they look to try and cut this off Alexandra, and they've done it here. Now they can move the ball forward. Kick just chucks on the boot. Stewart's there again. Does it stay in play? No, it doesn't. So Powelltown can have it. Will regather the ball back in their favour. Look to try bring the ball back in to play. Try and make something of this. They really need to start to get going if they want to be back into this game. It needs to happen from this passage of play. Kick to bring the ball back into play for Powelltown. Has a look, nothing really likes it. It goes long down the line. And it might be taken, no. Yes, it can actually. Massey at the back for Alexandra. And he opts to come wide. Will this be taken? No. Great punch there by Kay. Now they move forward, Powelltown. Can they get it in their favour? Unable to pick the ball up, Alexandra. But they mop it up for now. Handball at the top. Can the pressure be applied? It's in the forward 50 of Powelltown. Scrappy ball at the far side of the ground. And it's all Alexandra. Georgiades gets a handball at the back to Percy. Percy kicks it, but it's been cut off. And be able to have a shot on goal, Powelltown here. Coming off the boot here of Jared Kay, who cut this ball off. Definitely within range, as we said, not full 50-metre arcs this ground. So we'll kick this off about 40, 45. Jared Kay to try and cut the margin back to 31. Kay comes in. Kicks on his way. Distance is not a problem. Accuracy is. As it goes through for a minor score. So back to 36 points. Bring the ball back in for Alexandra. It has been Frank Combe for majority of the day, so I assume it will be, and in fact it is Frank Combe who will continue that duties for this kick-in. And opts to play on straight away. Goes to the far side. Looking to try and get it out the back to Cooper. Cooper uses good body work, then grabs it under his arm, gives it over to Turner. Turner unable to take it cleanly, but gathers it now, then puts it inside 450 to Edwards. Edwards drops the mark, but goes back and gets it. Fades one way. Snap on the boot for his second! And he's got it!
He's got it.
2 goals, 3 for the afternoon for Edwards. Lead pushes out to 42 points. So really just getting away from Powelltown now here. Making the job really much harder. It's early stages of the last quarter. The umpires bring the ball back in here. ball's thrown back up here for Nankervis and Ratton to go out again. Nankervis taps it, then grabs it out of the ruck himself, sends it in 5-4-50.
Whoa.
Here's Edwards again, unable to hold the mark, but then getting underneath for his Spence, snaps it, puts it high up and under for Meehan. He's got it. Tucked up on the boundary. Will he look to bring it inboard? Is he going to back himself? Looks to bring it inboard. Stewart's there. It's going to be helped over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So not the worst scenario here for Alexandra, because it means they're locked inside 450 with a stoppage, and they can try and create something from this. Now it's inside 450. Curvis again grabs it out of the ruck. He's tackled. It's probably going to be holding the ball, and yes, it is. So we'll go to Ratton. Ratton has a look around. Goes short, to Strange. Strange opts to go long down the line. Ferris is there. Can a mark be taken? No, we could get out the back for Kay. Kay puts it inside 450. They've got a player out the back, but no, the bounce just doesn't favour him. But it could make its way towards goal. Kick off the ground, and it's in. And it's Roy, the 200 gamer. You
Little
can see the
soccer off the ground.
The opportunist goes in and he's kicked a goal in his 200 game. What a good touch that is. Been a tough day.
Looked all right for Charlie Lee back there, number 6 for Powelltown, but that bounce just went in the complete opposite direction. Sometimes the bounce works for you, Trent, and sometimes it doesn't work for you at all.
I almost thought they were. Almost thought that bounce just got him out of the favour. Then all of a sudden, Rory pops up. So margin back in 36 points. Powelltown 8-8-56 to Alexandra's 13-14-92. And obviously, if you're watching this, make sure you download the local Footy Hub app where you can get all your live matches, stats, articles, you name it. It's all there, all in the one spot. As we continue to play here, tackle is laid. It's in inside at the top of the 50 here for Alexandra. As the ball is thrown up, Ratton down, smothered off the boot. But it's going to be cut off here by Boots, being one of their better players. Comes across now, brings it inside the 450, Turner. Short ball, he's done that well to a jar.
Oh, not 15.
Not 15, matter of fact. So they play on here. Parker puts the boot on the ball, give him me, and just over his head, but he taps it forward, but he's not really chasing after it. He's happy for it to go over the line because it means he gets a little bit more of a breather. So boundary throw in to be brought in here. Boundary throw in. Thrown back into play here. Ratton gets the tap down here. Looking for Ashby. Ashby can't get it cleanly, but Ratton goes back and gets to get a handball out. Now they move it forward here through Mullen. Mullen gets a kick, but here's Boots again. He's been there wall all day, intercepting everything. Gets a handball over the top. Now they move it forward. Boots follows up his work, gets it, then knocks it even more forward. It's going to be locked inside the 450 for Alexandra for a boundary throw in. Matter of fact, the umpire's paying something. It's like he almost paid deliberate. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a Powelltown free kick. It's going to go the way of Handley. Handley brings it short to Ashby. Ashby comes up the middle to Lucas. Lucas now goes up the middle. Does that well to Neil. Neil wheels around and puts a long one inside 450. Can they make something of this? No mark can be taken, but picking it up there, snapping towards goal. Unable to do so off the boot there of Stephen Sanders. So minor score, 35 points to margin. They bring it back into play here. Boots with ball in hand. Over the top. There's another whistle, so it's a 25-metre penalty for creeping over the mark. Obviously, the ruck battle's been an interesting one. I'm sure you guys will be touching on that as we would be on the Outer East Footy Show every Friday night at 5 p.m. You'll hear Steph and Aiden on that. As they move the ball forward, Parker inside 450 looking for Stewart, and he's play on. Almost had it, but now they've got it back. Handball over the top to Stewart. He knocks it on. Unable to take it cleanly there. Now they move it forward. Can they get it into their possession? Almost there, Turner. tunnel ball action happening here by going through and picking it up, dribble towards goal, but Hanley's there right on the line to cut that one off, and goes up the line to Ratton. No, matter of fact, it's Kay. Kay turns around, goes short to Lee. Lee brings a short inboard. Nice kick there to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes wide to Smith Cameron. Smith Cameron now short over the top. Will kind of work. No, not quite. Didn't quite make it over to Sanders. And it's going to be a boundary throw in there. Appealing for deliberate, and the umpire agrees. Insufficient intent. So they'll have a shot and goal. It's going to be Ferris. He's kicked three. Kicked three in the first quarter. He's gone. Hasn't done much since then, but he'll line up for goal number 4. What a time to insert himself into the game too. For number 4. Tucked on the boundary. Drop punt's on its way. Kick looks pretty good off the boot, and kick is home. He's got 4.
Well, this is why he has been so important to stop Trent, because every time he's had a crack at it, he's kicked one.
4 goals straight is. He was such a live wire in that first quarter. They've done well to shut him down since then, but he's inserted his game late in this game. Could that counter? I don't know if they have enough time to insert a comeback, but you never say never.
You never say never, but it'll be tough from here.
As they move the ball here. This ball up in the middle of the ground. Ratton just grabs it out of the ruck, then boots it forward. Can they get a mark at the back here? No, they can't, and it's dropped there by Percy. Ball's at the bottom of the pack. Powelltown can try and make something. Ferris again for 5. No. Unfortunately, but goes back in and gets it. Boots gets a handball out the back. And they look to try and get out of trouble here, looking for Spence. Moody punches it from behind. Ball's inside the full, back inside 450 for Powelltown at the bottom of the pack. That big tackle is laid. How's the umpire going to see this? He's going to ask for the ball to be balled up at the top of the 50 for Powelltown. It's a bit of energy late. As the ball's thrown back up. Tapped down there by Nankervis. Handball at the back. A big tackle is laid. Umpire calls to play on. And it's made its way over to the far side of the ground. But it's Alexandra who mops it up. A mark can be taken here. Great intercepting mark. Great courage there. And he's told to play on to the Powelltown player, number 15. Move forward to Hanley. Over the top. With a Ratman unable to hold the mark. And it's going to be a boundary throw in. On the far side of ground, just at the half-forward line for Powelltown. They move. Look to ball this one back in with Ratton and Nankervis to go to battle in the ruck. Ball's thrown back into play here. Nankervis wins that tap down and taps it into space. Then off the ground, Parker just moves it forward. Meehan comes at it to meet it. Picks it up beautifully. Now they get a kick moving forward to open space. Edwards is running back to goals. Can he get the clean? Can he get the climb bounce? Yes, he can. Dribble towards goal. He's got 3. Got the kind bounce, and then did all the work, ran hard back towards goal, got the kind bounce, and then just dribbled it through to finish it off with a class of touch.
I feel like that one will hurt Powelltown a bit, Trent. They had a lot of play in that forward 50. Would have wanted to make maybe a little bit more of the opportunities that they've had. And Alex, once again, story of the day. They're just capitalising when they have their opportunities.
So it moves out to 35 points now. So I hate being on to say it, but I think that might be the one that if there was any momentum going back to in Powelltown's favour, that might have slammed the door shut on that one. But Ratton does win the tap. They won't go down without a fight. Beckwith goes in and gets it, kicks it off the ground. Smith Cameron is there, picks it up cleanly, gives it back to Beckwith. Beckwith streams towards goal, inside 450, and it's going to be a boundary throw inside the 450 here for Powelltown.
I will say one thing, Trent. It has cooled down substantially since we were saying how hot we were at the start of this game. I've got the double jackets on now. I'm still feeling a little chilly.
Definitely. So now the ball kick off the ground by Beckwith. They move it forward. Can they get it another goal here? No, it's Alexandra who pick it up and just barrel it outside. Meehan's there on a 2-on-1. Makes a contest, but it taps back and Moody gets a handball back. But a great smother there by Meehan. Boots is there. Parker, in fact, and he goes back and gets it, gives a handball out the back. There is Cooper going in hard, getting the ball. Here's Roy. Kicks it off the ground, but Alexandra get the ball back. Can it might be taking here? And yes, it is Meehan, who's been good all day. Gives it over to Spence. Can he hold the mark? No, he can't, but he's got a bit of time. Smith Cameron's chasing him down. He puts it inside 450. No one in particular to favour for that kick. And it's going to be an intercept mark by Tristan Strange, who's put himself a bit behind the footy. Gives it over to Lucas. Lucas now has the ball in the back 50. Nothing really to go to what he likes, so he goes wide to Hanley. Hanley goes across. They don't know where they want to go. They slip over here, Alexandra, and they go back. Well, thought it was going to Hanley, but it's gone back to Strange. Strange goes over the top to Roy. Roy's told to play on. Brings it in the middle of the ground to Ratton. He holds that mark. Ratton plays on. Puts the boot on the ball in deep inside the 450, but it's all Alexandra, and it's going to be Percy who intercepts that mark. Percy just goes short. So look to just probably control play here. They don't need to do anything silly. Over the top now, Spence. Spence puts it inside 450. You got Stewart on the lead. Unable to hold the mark, but here's Edwards creeping out the back. He has a chance to go for 4. Turns, puts the burners on. Dribble towards goal. No, just across the face. So 3 goals, 4 of the afternoon for Edwards. As Powelltown will bring the ball back into play here. Moody with kicking duties. He'll go short. Over the top. To Strange. Strange doesn't know quite where he wants to go, so he goes short to Beckwith. Beckwith to Lucas. Lucas plays on, then goes short over the top. He's done that well. To Ashby. Ashby brings it inboard. To Roy. Roy turns around, wheels around, then puts it into the leading pocket. It's a beautiful kick out in the lead.
Very clean kick. Good vision.
So for a chance on goal, believe this will be Neil again. Yes, it is Jacob Neal. 3 goals, 2 for the afternoon. He will line up for goal number 4. Neal wastes no time putting it into it, and the kick is beautiful straight through for goal number 4. So 2 bags of 4 for Powelltown. Jacob Neal with 4 and Cooper Ferries with 4. Other goal kickers for them, you got Roy with 1 and Strange with 1. As for Alexandra, goal kickers, Spence, you got Spence has 3, Edwards has 3, Stewart has 2, Parker has 2, Meehan has 1. And Charlie Boots has 1 as well. The ball brought back into the middle of the pack, middle of the ground, sorry. Now Curvis and Ratton. So I'm probably not too far away now. So the ball's thrown back up, handball out of the pack, and move it forward. The middle of the ground, going off the ground there was Roy, but cut off by Alexandra. Alexandra now put a kick inside to the top of the 50. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Edwards is there. Can he get one out the back? Hanley is there. Is he tackled high? Umpire says no. It's going to be a ball up inside the 450 here for Alexandra. Now he moves it forward here. Tap down into space. Trying to track it is Ratton, but doing beautifully there was Cooper. But they get a clearing kick here forward. And it might be taken. Yes, it can. It's Parker. Have a chance to go for number 3. There's a bit going on behind the ball as well. Parker puts through his 3rd. Alexandra extend their lead. So 15-15, 105 Alexandra lead. Powelltown now 9-9-63. Ball comes back into the middle of the ground. So Alexandra haven't won a game yet. There's 0-2 at the moment. They're looking to register their first win of the season here with a comfortable lead in the latter stage of the last quarter. Alexandra try and burst through this pack here. Turner gets a handball out, but it's a scrappy ball. As now they look to move it here. Here you go, Powelltown trying to get around this tackle here of Powelltown was Rogers. Rogers gets it back. There's a bit going on behind the ball here with Roy. So it was been getting a bit argy-bargy lately. So now the umpire's going to let the play go on. As they move the ball here, Alexandra. And they go through forward line. Inside the forward 50 here, Edwards is there. Looks to try and put through his fourth. But now they get it. Parker has a chance to put through number 4. Parker wheels around and puts through his number 4. So it's a bit going on after. It's just liven up. It's late in the game, tired legs. Just a bit of tension in afterwards. The ball comes back to the middle of the ground. 16-15, 111 to 9-9, 63.
What's happened? We lost the ball again. It's gone far away somewhere.
I think it might have been, yeah, it's gone right into the car. But here we go, we've got it now.
Here it comes.
Rugby throw back in. Now the umpires will really run it up the ground now.
Not sure how much time is left, Trent, but it can't be too much now. You'd say, unfortunately, it's pretty well over for Powelltown.
Tapped down by Ratton there, but sharking that tap off them.
Oh,
Alexandra,
look at that.
but they put it inside 450 here. Edwards is there. He's going to get a free kick. He'll have a chance to go for number 4.
Big, beautiful barrel kick from the midfield there. Not sure who that was, but good-looking kick.
Edwards, 3 goals, 4. 3 goals, 4 for the afternoon. Looking to his 8th shot on goal and looking to line up for number 4. Wouldn't be much time to go in this game, as it's definitely feeling like it's getting later in the evening because it's definitely getting a bit chilly now.
100%.
I think someone's setting off behind somewhere too. I can see a bit of smoke coming off. Edwards puts through number 4 for the afternoon. It's 4 goals, 4 for Edwards now. So they just keep putting pressure to the wound now to finish this game off. Just piling on goals now, Alexandra.
I like that from Ryan Hanley, the Powelltown coach, just telling the boys, doesn't matter, keep going, keep going.
54 points the margin now.
He wants them to finish the game. He doesn't want them to drop their heads and
fight.
Keep fighting.
It's going to be a free kick going the way of Nan Kerr. It's been one of their better players in a really good battle against Ben Ratton in the ruck. So Lockie Nan Kerr puts it forward. And it's going to be cut off here. Here by Jaden Mullen. It's going to be a 25-metre penalty going the way of Powelltown. So I'll have to come back to Mullen as he look to try and switch it over to Smith Cameron. But Mullen will get it. Mullen goes wide. They go short, so Smith Cameron will end up getting on the end of it anyway. So he comes inboard. Nice kick to Beckwith. Beckwith goes short. Does well to Ratton. Ratton goes over the top. And a mark taken there by Hanley. Hanley now on the wing. Goes in short and does that well to Ashby. And there's the siren to end the game. So it is Alexandra who've got their win, registered their first win of the season against Powelltown. Final score is 17 goals, 15, 117 to Powelltown's 9 goals, 9, 63. Goal kickers on the park for Alexandra. Spence kicks, Mitch Mitch Parker kicked 4, Josh Edwards kicked 4, Spence kicked 3, Nan Curvis kicked 2, Stewart kicked 2, Meehan kicked 1, and Charlie Boots also kicked 1. For Powelltown, 2 bags of 4 going to Cooper Ferries and Jacob Neal. Dean Roy in his 200th game kicked 1. So congratulations to Dean Roy. Unfortunately, unable to get the win, but 200 games is such a big milestone. And Tristan Strange also kicked the 1 for Powelltown. But in the end, it was Alexandra who registered their first win of the season. They go to 1 win, 2 losses. And same with Powelltown. They go to 1-2. They were coming into this game 1-1. It was an even battle for most of the game, but it just looked like Alexandra, especially in that second quarter, took over the game, just dominated the territory battle from there on in. Powelltown looked like they were coming back with a fight in certain stages, but Alexandra were just too strong throughout the day.
They'll be happy with that, Trent, to get their first win on the board. Really solid performance from Alexandra today. Made the most of their opportunities, never really took their foot off the pedal.
So it'll definitely be an interesting going forward now with both of them at 1 win and 2 losses. The other games, like if they come up against the other teams, they both have already played Packy, who are a strong team, last week. So the last game that Powelltown was actually 135-point loss to Pakenham, and Alexandra played Pakenham last week, and they went down by 45 points. So. Both have played Pakenham, probably one of the stronger teams in Div 1 this season after coming down from the Premier Division. So that's out of the way. It'll be interesting to see how they go up against the other teams as well. But as you see, both teams coming off the ground. Alexandra, after a well fought out victory, registered their first win. I thought Nan Curvis was magnificent in the ruck. I really liked the game of Tom Boots down back. And I also loved the game of Mitch Parker as well. I thought he was huge. Powelltown, obviously, Ratton was really good. I thought the coach, Hanley, also was really good. I liked and also liked the game of Smith Cameron.
For sure.
So a couple of key players there who were the better players on the ground.
I'd also like to give a little shout out to Nathan Georgiadis. I think, did an amazing job on Cooper Ferries and really slowed down that Powelltown forward line and their opportunities there. Huge job.
As we see them celebrating, coming off the ground now. They'll go into sing their well-earned club song in victory. Sure, there'll be a lot of energy on the drive home tonight. Oh, there's something going on here, waiting.
I think they're going to lift Dean Roy off, Trent, which is very nice for game 200. Both teams coming out.
This is a great touch of Dean Roy.
Yeah, doing a bit of guard of honour. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, well done to Alex. They were pretty much all in the rooms then, and they've all come back out to form the guard of honour for Dean Roy as he comes off for game 200. Not the result he would have wanted, but nice to be acknowledged nonetheless.
We'd like to thank everyone for watching this game. It was Alexandra who came home with the win for their first win of the game. That's just going to about wrapping up. If you're watching this, you're obviously watching this on Local Footy Hub, so make sure to download the Local Footy Hub app to gather all your game day matches, sponsors, stats, all in the one place. Thank you guys for listening.